right. All right, so back for another stream of War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is, of course, January 21st of 1943. Um, all right, there's some. There's a visual finally. Sorry about that. All right, we've got Allied sub attacking some transports. Our Betty's circling over truck. Emily's spotting something off the north coast of Japan. Spotting all of their submarines hanging around. Mayfell's attacking. So all of our bombers hitting in China. All right. So a couple light damage. Nothing major. Damaged aircraft I will take all day long. Alright. Having 2As. Probably the heaviest bombers that we are actually going to get. Alright, here's the Allied air attack just out in, actually in India. Bangladesh. Destroyed 2, lost none. Yeah, a couple casualties. Nothing major. Alright, we've got damaged another one. Oh, Hudson's. It's been a while since the Chinese have used their air force against us. Liberators. Just wish I could get more fighters up here. And damage to Liberator. Alright, here's big strike. 24 Liberators and Mitchells. 6 damage. A few port hits. Nothing major. got fortresses and liberators. Got damages, nothing major again. Mitchells. Alright, yep. Flying fortresses go down. Liberator damaged. Yeah, he's definitely beefed up his air forces in India to stop my advances into Bangladesh towards Calcutta. Let's see if we have any strikes in the Pacific. Betty destroyed by flak by a submarine? Oh, that's not good. What do we got? Airstrikes. Alright, we've got some combat patrols over Port Moresby. Let's see how our zeros do. 2 destroyed. They lost 1 Kitty Hawk. So we got the worst there. Alright, our Bettys are hitting Wake. Had good luck here. Yes. Very good luck. Mostly non-combat, but that'll help in case they're building air bases or increasing port size at Wake. Alright, a few more Bettys. 88 casualties. Got some offensive or assaulting units. 2 of them down. Do have my carriers operating in that area. I don't know that we're going to actually find any Allied shipping. Let's see, we lost 1 more zero. They lost to Maricopa. So, Port Moresby, we lost 3. They lost 2. Not the kind of combat that I am looking for. I need to check out on that destroyer. Looks like we've got some temporary repairs that need to happen. Might be able to get her into truck for some repair. Alright, this is the main battle in China right now. This has been going on for 6 months, where I bombard them and they take casualties. There's probably 500,000 troops in that 190 square kilometer hex. Yeah, we're just throwing shells at them, basically a World War II or World War I scenario in China at this point, after our Blitzkrieg is ground to a halt. Fortunately, they have not gained enough to counterattack. All right, Sapporo Port expands. Akyab expands fortifications. All right, about to get into the turn finally. All right. Speed through. Looks like we've got some units at Hiroshima and at Sapporo. So let's take a look. 1st Air Division. 1st Air Division is home island support, so definitely have increased Sapporo's aviation support to 382 now. Let's pull up these guys. Let's add some. Not letting me. Oh, maybe because they just arrived. All right, we'll give them a turn, a day to get back up. Take a look to see what arrived. So Unya 1 and 2 arrived at Hiroshima Cure. Oh, the Revenge is still in service. Interesting. Okay. Indo detachment arrives at Nagoya, and there's the 2 units at Sapporo. So let's take a look at the. That must be a air unit then. The Indo detachment training. Okay, these are Night Fighters, if memory serves. Yeah, Night Fighters. We do not have any in backstock, so we will just train our 2 pilots on those. Unyos, now these, the Unyo itself is sunk. But these are the reconstituted air formations. So we're going to fill that out with fighters. We're also going to request some veterans. Running low on fighter pilots. All right, so one of our. Go and get all these. Oh. So we have 15 pilots. They're all on delay. Am I going to have to do? No. Yes, active. Active. Not exactly sure how this is going to work. So I've never. I mean, this squadron is down in the south. South Pacific. Like at the bottom of the South Pacific. So we'll get these guys to active status. Looks like maybe they're brothers or something. Done. All right, Commander. Let's go ahead. Yeah, he's part of the group. But we'll get an actual commander. Crest one more veteran. And there we go. That looks more normal. All right, and then the other group were Kate's. Yeah, let's go ahead. Actually, P5 and 2. We just started producing Jills, so we'll go ahead and get the N2s in. I'm going to request veteran bomber pilots with torpedo training. We do not have a ton, so this one is going to need to do some go through some training. Let's get. There we go. All right. Go ahead and get commander. Request once again one more. Oh, not training command. I want reserve. Yep. Cool. All right, we've got them. Let's go ahead and get everybody active. We are going to need to train this group: naval attack, torpedo. We'll get that going. So 16 pilots, 12 planes. That kind of does show me I need to go through our training program, see how we're doing. See who we can promote. Going out of there. Actually, we've got a couple here. 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, I'm shooting for 70 as my target training range. I'm using specific squadrons and transferring pilots around. So these are my torpedo training squadrons. These I will bring up with regular replacements. So this is kind of where everybody starts. All right, that's all of them. Next up, we're gonna check on the VALs here. These guys are ground bombing. They don't need torpedo, although this guy is really good at torpedo. So perhaps I will send him to the reserve and request a new veteran bomber pilot from the reserve. And we'll set, because all of these guys should be trained. So we're released from the bottom. And that gets us, takes away the naval torpedo, but gives us a better ground bomber command. All right. These guys are all pretty much almost ready to, let's set the max range down to 6. Almost ready to head out of Japan. So these, actually, Val versus Judy. We might be ready. So, normal range is 6. They're carrying 500-pound bombs, 500-kilogram bombs. Val is 250 and 6, same range, less range. So yes, we will upgrade to the Judys. Nope. And that's something else we should probably start going through. We just started getting all of our force 43, 44 aircraft that we've been shooting for. We're just now starting to get them. So the Jills, the lab, I think it's the highest tier of 0 we just got. All right, let's take a gander through these guys. We'll get the naval bombers out of here that are already at 70. That's 2 more. We can do the same with this group. That's 2, 4, 5 left. And then these are the Uños that we just filled up. All right, these guys are training to ground bomb. Looks like we take 10 and 5. And then, yeah, another 10 and 4. Yep. All right, so then we'll go back. These guys are training ground attack. So we'll select the bombers, ground, and we're going to fill up the lowest of the ground bomb. Get those guys active. So yeah, I'm using one very large squadron in each to train individual portions. All right, these are naval attacks with bombs, so we'll do the same. And 65 is not a bad target. I do want to start getting 70s in these groups. So I will go ahead and train up from 65, and then we'll move forward. These are another naval attack. So we'll do the same. And if you've ever played this game, this is what you spend most of your time doing. Moving pilots around, moving ships around, moving supplies around. All right. Is that everything? No. We got this one, which is ground attack. So we'll go back in. Bombers, crew, ground. And yeah, let's go ahead and get all 15. Get some of those 65s ready to go. And then the last group that I'm going to check on today is going to be our fighters. So we have some training suite. These are building up defense. These, generally speaking, I put pilots that already have trained in the air side. So we're going to take 2, 4 from this group. All right. And then we're going to take 2, 3, 4, 5 from this group. And 2, 4, 5 from this group. So quickly getting our fighter strength back up. We've got 3 out of here. Looks like we can take 1. So this one looks like they actually should be training escort instead of ground attack. We'll get that up. And we always start pilots for the fighters and the ones doing escort. The ones doing sweep. Ones doing sweep, we pull from. So we will request, see if there's any veterans in the reserve pool. Yeah, it looks like we've got some here at the bottom. There we go. We'll activate you guys. And they're sweeping, grounded. They're sweeping, so this would be a unit I pull. Actually, hold on. This would be the unit that I pull the air side from. So we will get those. 1, 2. And then we recruit into this unit. And then the ground attack are the ones that we are putting the fighter pilots to work on their defensive skill. Oh. Tarnation. Yep. All right. Right. 3 here. They're escorting. Sweet. Pulse. Yeah. All right. Now for this group, we are. Actually, that last guy kind of needs. Well. Actually, no. So let's go ahead and fill up, because I don't want to accidentally assign pilots that are not ready. So we'll get these guys also assigned into this group. And that takes care of our fighters. These are all, yeah, there's the index attachment. All right. What do I have here? So we have the Zuyo, which is also a sunk ship. We are waiting 10 days for the B group, and then we'll recombine, and we'll have 30 Kates ready to go. Just take a quick look. So they have definitely built up Luganville. We can see that. They hold Port Moresby with a massive air capacity. That's why I've been trying to whittle down what they've got. Take a look how our fighters are doing. Not bad so far. We're also pulling some fighters in Raboul. Placements delayed. Alright, so for Wake, they have 10,000 troops. Does look like it's showing that they have ships in port. So right here I have a nice little strike force. Let's go ahead and do a port attack with the Shukaku's aircraft. The others are still on naval attack in case they try and attack Wake or reinforce Wake. I do have the Kaga and Akagi down here at Kwajalein Island. They're on the lookout for anything approaching the Marshals. My assumption right now is that the Marshals are where they will strike next. Let's see here. So we've got heavy force bringing supplying troops to Roa Namur. Our battleships left harbor last turn, heading for Wake to do a bombardment. I just want to check, was that destroyer? I don't think so. User APD. Let me. Yeah, temporary flotation on something. Ah, it's got to be the mine-laying ships. They'll make it to port. We'll need to. That was just foolish. I had no fuel at Kwajalein, so that's my fault. Let's take a look at what's going on in Burma. China's pretty much just a stalemate. We need more supply here? Let's build up more supply. They have 8,000. 9,000 there. Maybe we are running. How's our supply in the home islands? Supplies are still good there. Maybe it's just a. Oh, they're unloading 62,000 tons of supply into Shanghai. Okay. So that should reach the front lines before too long. Our destroyers, fast transport. Let's load up some supply, and we will send it north to Cox's Bazar. Yeah, seeing zero supply up here, we're definitely running into a bridge too far situation. But we're not if I can route this group. They have 1 unit back here, 2 units here. They look lightly colored. And then 13 units here. So RTA division. These guys are all moving into position. You are moving, right? I need my artillery. Wow. Yeah, let's hold up. I'm going to set all to move, all to follow. You are going to stay where you are. Tanks, move. I want you to move around, and we'll reinforce. Yeah, we're running very low supply, but I would love the opportunity to take out these 13 enemy units. We are starting to pull back some of our divisions. That's 1, 2, 3. 3 divisions are moving back to Burma right now. We'll set up a defensive line. Surprised we're having that much trouble getting supplies, because these do have a rail connection. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we have some Sallies. Problem is we don't have. Let's go ahead and start airfield attack, select, and Lido. And then the fighters, escort, Lido, yes. Perfect. So we'll see how that does. We'll try and do some damage for Lido. And I believe that's actually going to complete the turn. So thank you for watching. Have a good evening.